Basically, I think that there are people who need to make high stakes hiring decisions, and the outcome of these decisions depends on more than just the candidate. It depends on how the decision is made. And if a recruiter is playing a role in that decision, how the recruiter performs that function really, really, really matters. If they are compressing the narrative, if they're distorting the signal, diluting the signal, if their interest is not aligned and they're driving toward as many matches as they can make so they can feed their family, then it clouds judgment right when clarity is most needed, right at the foundation of making a decision about who's going to join your team and help you build your future. And that's a big deal. I think that poor hiring and by extension, poor recruiting, insofar as they play a role in hiring, it can contribute to tremendous economic and interpersonal damage. So what can we do? I think there's a heuristic for making sure that you're working with a recruiter or someone doing the recruiting function internally in your company. There's a heuristic for making sure that they're doing their job well. So I've got a number of points that I recommend. You should ask, do they treat both parties as legitimate principals? So in a hiring decision, there are two parties whose interests must be reconciled. The companies, they're spending the money, and the candidates, they're also paying a cost. They're paying in risk, career trajectory, opportunity cost. A recruiter who only appreciates one side is misreading the structure of the problem altogether. So you can ask, do they treat both parties as legitimate principals? Here's another question. Do they improve the signal to noise ratio? So hiring decisions are probabilistic under conditions of uncertainty. In other words, these are not computable or computably decidable problems. A good recruiter is going to deliver insight. They're going to clarify your messaging. They're going to amplify your exposure. They're going to improve the signal to noise ratio. If you're working with a recruiter who's blasting you with resumes and increasing the noise, they're doing the opposite of what they need to be doing. If they're compressing your narrative, if their filtering is shallow, or they're offering or delivering a false precision, they're corrupting the inputs, they're corrupting the signal. It's very dangerous. So are they improving signal to noise ratio? It's another question.